don't like haters. Leave me alone.
All right, let's have a hater episode coming up.
No. We'll do a hater episode.
We should have a hater episode though, like in Chappelle's show. We can all dress up
hater
for
awards.
coats. Player haters ball. Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
All right,
I hate you. I hate
Let's
you.
Get it cracking.
All right.
We part at night, like dot by day. Got stories you can't build, but you hear them anyway. Short king cuff, but he's built like a tank. Pharaoh got the man bum with the wisdom in the bank. This ain't CME, it's a mic and a mission. We fuck around and somehow you listen.
What's up, everybody? We're back at it again for I'm a Pod Star, Not a Doctor. It's your boy, the Cuff Daddy, and my man.
The American Swindler.
He's not a swindler, everybody. I was just giving him shit before the episode. What's up, everybody? It's been a minute, Sharif. What have we been doing?
I know. I miss you, buddy.
I've been busy.
Happy birthday.
Bro. I've been so busy. Why can't the podcast just be the job? I thought we're working to this.
We ask all our listeners to listen more often, tell your friends, because Danny and I want this to be our job. I want it to be, I'm a pod star, not a doctor, just as the name says.
We just, surgery's
This
fun.
is what I want to do. I just want a pod.
Yeah, just the podcast. So we just talk about surgery now. We just won't do it anymore.
Yeah.
That's
Did you do any today?
No, I did a couple on Tuesday. Last week was a big week. The week I had like 10. I think I did like 10 to 12 shoulder replacements this month and a bunch of other stuff. But it was a busy. It was a busy month. Lots of shoulder replacements, dude. People are getting old, and the arthritis is rampant. Everybody, arthritis is rampant. Stay
AI
inside your house.
causes arthritis.
AI, you know what AI causes? Brain rot, dude. I like AI. Look, I always say, I've said it on the podium, like AI is not going to replace doctors, but the doctors who use AI will replace the doctors who don't. I don't know if that's really true, but it's definitely helpful. So I have Claude like checking my emails now. I made a little program and it like deletes the emails. And then
really?
Yeah.
Okay, talk to me about Claude. Who's Claude?
So Claude is just another AI platform. It's kind of like it's not OpenAI ChatGPT. I don't understand like how it works. It's just like a different computer. It's pretty good. Like it can make posters. It can help you with presentations, and it actually will give you like images. So it kind of like it does a lot more. And then I'm still learning to use it, but you can basically make it learn how to do stuff on your computer. Like you can connect it with your Word, and it could be like a super spell checker. You can use, and there's another AI platform called Open Evidence AI. And
I like that one.
Yeah, that one's great. So if you guys don't know about this one's awesome. So you basically go to Open Evidence AI. Let's say you're writing a paper, you want to look up, I don't know, do PRP injections work for partial thickness rotator cuff tears? And I don't know if it hallucinates as much because it basically pulls all the articles with a PubMed hyperlink. And it's like a rapid researcher. So forget the med student, forget like the college student who wants to be a doctor. You don't even need that anymore. You just use this AI bot to do all your research.
So
on whatever topic.
You're saying F them kids, use Open Evidence?
No, I'm just saying like it's taking jobs, right? Like I wanted to once I can get it to scribe for me, I'm looking for a scribe. Once I can get it to scribe for me accurately and give my like risk benefit note and indications and stuff for surgery in my plan and get my exam to the T. I mean, that's all I need. Dude. That's going to make
that's the holy grail.
That's the holy grail. Cause I mean, all we do is write stupid notes. I love seeing patients. I hate writing stupid notes. I hate writing stupid notes and appeal letters to the insurance companies. It's just stupid.
Word.
Right? So, but the problem is that they're using it too, right? The AI, the insurance companies using the AI to rapidly deny everything or to look up stuff. But, I think that if they're really using it appropriately, they would find that actually the stuff that we want to do is all indicated.
Yeah, totally.
Right.
But then they'd have to figure out, but they don't care if it's indicated. They care about money. That's all they care about. They don't give a rip if the patient needs it, deserves it, needs it to survive. They don't care because
some people think I mean, look, so the insurance people, they're going to save even more money because they don't even need to hire anybody. They're just going to have a robot look through all these claims, right? I mean, do you think, we talked about this before, I don't think that surgeons are going to be replaced by AI, but let's say you're a physician extender and you're a PA. You know,
Right.
maybe you didn't study as hard. Maybe you don't know as much, but you kind of have an idea. If you kind of have an idea and they have like AI on their phone or something, they go like shoulder pain, anterolateral pain, MRI shows partial thickness tear. What do I do? And then it basically could tell them what to do. And I don't know if that's good or bad. We're going to kind of see, but that may be an avenue to kind of help the physician extenders, right? Like we don't need that because we read articles because we're a bunch of nerds. But for people that don't, they have it at their fingertips now. They could just do rapid research on the fly.
Totally. I don't know. Right now, it just seems like AI is nefarious. It's against us.
I think honestly, I think it's going to ruin the world. So the problem is like you start
the Pope came out last week and said we got to control AI.
Yeah, dude. I mean, the other thing too is like kids are using it. I mean, patients are coming in more knowledgeable because of it, which I appreciate. You have to kind of like still teach them.
I like
stuff.
that.
But I think it's going to affect your ability to like think critically because you're not going to think anymore. You're just going to like, what's this? And then ba-da-da-da-da, you know? So, I mean, I use it for micro learning. I have the AI Grok on my Tesla and like, I'll ask it stuff about, I don't know, my dog, like workouts, food, like whatever, but it's pretty good, you know? So I do.
Well, that's what I use, like my Siri on my watch. Like I'll just
Siri
ask
sucks.
it a question. And oh, she's terrible. She's an idiot. But
it was the
sorry,
Amazon
Siri.
lady. The Amazon lady.
She's
terrible.
she woke up.
Yeah, dude. Alexa.
She said she's
shit.
terribly sorry.
Oh yeah, dude, she sucks.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
No, but the point I'm trying to make is everything is right there. So why I have found that unless I carve out time to read or pick a topic that I want to kind of get smarter at, I don't read because I know that, like, why would I?
That's what I'm saying, dude. Like, I actually wanted to go get a book because I'm like, I need to start reading more because I've been doing so much audio learning, but that's how people learn, right? So I actually, you know, you use the company. So we work with that company, Hyatt Tech, and they made me a digital avatar that's AI, and it's great. Like patients, I tell patients to scan the QR code. They learn about nutritional supplementation. They learn about surgery. I have one for my post-op, and they like it, right? They're watching this video, right? So there's no more handouts anymore because people don't read. But the problem is like we're starting to kind of get like that. We're watching Instagram videos, or we're watching YouTube videos, or now like there's a bunch of AI stuff you're learning from that. Like we're gonna forget how to read.
Oh, I know.
People don't even know how to write. Like, have you tried to write? Do you feel like your writing sucks?
I don't write. I mean, like I was thinking about that the other day.
Try to write a letter. Go tonight. Just try to write a letter to me. I bet you're gonna like.
I can't unless I can dictate it. I need to dictate it.
That's what I'm saying.
I need to dictate it, and then it's gonna get to a point where I'd be like, write a letter to Danny. In it, put a sentence about that. Sincerely, your big friend Sharif.
Okay,
Click.
so I already do that for emails. Like,
right.
If you're not using AI for email, like you're just wasting time. Like that's what I do for emails. Hey, I want to write an email to Sharif. I want to thank him for this, that. I want to invite him to this meeting. I need him to do these 3 tasks. Sincerely, Acevedo. Boom. Email done. Done. Send.
But is it making us stupider or more efficient?
Both.
I think you're right.
Yeah, both, dude. And then the other thing too is like, dude, a lot of people are like, their jobs are at risk. I mean, I don't know if our jobs are truly at risk, but like, you know, compliance people, marketing people.
Bye.
I don't know.
Compliance people can go. Bye.
Even with stock markets, like the AI, there's one that can like read the stock market and like give financial. Like, what about these? I have a financial manager.
I like the one that automatically lets you do what Pelosi does. Have you seen that one?
Oh, I saw that.
That's a good one. You'll get rich.
Make some money.
Yeah, because she seems to be insider trading. So allegedly. And therefore you just do what she does. You'll be rich.
Yeah. These rule breakers, man. I wish I was a rule breaker. I follow the rules too much. I'm such a rule follower.
You are.
I know.
There's no fun in that.
I just don't like breaking the rules, man. You know, I like doing what I'm told and not getting in trouble. You know, I was indoctrinated early on. Yeah.
So get a burner account with AI so that it thinks that AI was doing it, and you'll be like, dude, I didn't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I think for sure the regulation needs to. I think it grew too fast. There's not enough regulation. Who knows what's gonna go on? And
Well,
like I
I
don't
wish.
even like what's real. Like I was looking at some videos. Like I'm not good enough. It's pretty good right now. I'm not good
It's
enough to
getting,
see
and
if
it's
it's
only getting better. Like even
it's
6 months ago, you would see an AI and go, "That one's AI,"
yeah, yeah.
and
And
now it's like, "Is that one AI?"
dude,
And then we have a president who's wild, so it could be AI.
I had a single friend of mine. Oh shit! I hope he doesn't listen to this podcast, but he fell in love with the girl that was that was AI on Instagram, like legit. Like,
But he
and we
thought
had
she was real.
he was shocked when we told him it was AI. Shocked, like floored, like for a whole week he was depressed.
You know what the sad part about it is?
Yeah,
He ain't the only one.
he's probably not.
I
I mean,
guarantee it.
he was
There
having
was
conversations with this AI thing.
wasn't there that movie? We may have even talked about it. It's with Joaquin Phoenix.
Oh yeah, her.
Yeah, her and Scarlett Johansson is like the AI, and he falls in love with her and the voice. And I mean, she's not even a real person. She didn't even have an Instagram account. She was just a voice.
It's wild, bro. I mean, the only thing I want to be able to understand my dog. Like once they get the AI to get the dog to talk, I'm all in. Like let's go.
Bobby, can you remake "I'm in love with a stripper," but I'm in love with AI? Thanks, Bobby. All right, that's all. And then we'll play it at our next episode.
Yeah.
All right. So who's our guest tonight?
So
Are we talking about AI?
We are. So, you know, I'm very interested in AI. I think that, you know, using it for education in our realm has been great. So we have my friend and my ex, he actually was an attending at USC. He used to be a hand surgeon, and now he works for this company called Haya Technologies, and he helps them. I think he's their CMO. He helps them develop avatars for physicians. They make consents. They work in big hospital corporations to help them do education, research, etc. His name's Dr. Ali Giasi. And we're going to have him on. We're going to talk about what he's doing, what he thinks about this whole AI mess, and what's going to happen.
Let's bring him on.
What's going on, Dr. Giasi? How are you?
How you doing, Danny?
I'm good. Do you
Not
know
Dan.
Sharif?
I know
American
Sharif. I know all
Pharaoh?
too well. Yeah, I've been listening to you guys' podcast for the past 2 weeks, and I'm kind of addicted now. Because anytime
let's go.
Well, yeah, man, I've been binging it for 2 weeks. Yeah, 2 years worth in 2 weeks.
Fair.
So,
Well, welcome, new listener.
So we were just talking
great job.
offline to start the episode about AI. So we're just going to get into it. So you work for Haya Technologies, right? Like, what are you doing there? So are you still doing hand surgery, or you're not doing surgery anymore?
No, I stopped doing surgery about 3 years ago. I've been involved with the company for 7 years. I'm a chief medical officer, co-founder, investor in the company. And it's pretty much, 90% of my time now is spent with that project. So, yeah.
So you guys, so I was telling the listeners, so you make these avatars, and you made me a really cool avatar. Sharif has one, and I've been using it for like patient education, and it looks just like me, and it sounds like me. It's kind of freaky, but it's been great. And I was telling Sharif that like it takes away a lot of the education stuff, and so I mean, what's the move? Like what's the next thing? Like, are we going to be replaced by these avatars? Because the AI is pretty good.
No, it's really good. I mean, look, I would say, I don't know numbers, but I'd say majority of doctors are very good at taking care of patients. They're just not good on camera. They're way too busy. These days, having a presence on the internet, some sort of presence, is important. If you start looking at different websites, you'll see some that are nicely curated like yours, but others that are just like, a photo of your residency graduation like this, right? And patients check you out, so patients definitely check you out, and they want to make sure that, they know you before they actually see you. So there's that, but there's also the efficiency factor, right? You know, the important conversations you're supposed to have with patients aren't survival rates of the glenoid at 10 years, right? You want to just like know that they trust you, their home environment's safe, they're not drinking. You kind of got to make that connection with them, right? So in a 7-minute office visit, which I think is the average time these days for most office visits, like how do you get all that information across to them? How do you connect on a personal level? And how do you not rinse and repeat that 6 months from now when they want their Hemi, right? So, you tell them everything about it, all the risks, they love you. And then 6 months later, when they're signing up for the procedure, like, what is it you're doing again? What kind of metal are you using? So on and on. So that is the other component of it. But really, what we're discovering is that there's this gap. Patients trust you, but they have a significant knowledge gap about the condition. And that's a good setup for having unmet expectations. You didn't tell me it was going to need a revision, or I didn't know it could get, So bridging that gap is really critical. And there's lots of ways to do it. First is to identify it, but also to reiterate, reemphasize, not just to the patients, but also to the family members as well. And then the final component is what we're proposing is different than what most interactive media solutions are, which is, you presented something and then they give a comment. We're not talking about comments. We're asking actually questions. And questions are very important because they reveal a state of mind and introspection, a thoughtful process that's happening that is not so apparent when you talk to somebody. And those questions may not come up in a 7-minute office visit, or they may come up God knows when. And they're important. Like, for instance, for our, in one of our clients, the most asked question was, "What type of metal are you putting in me?" Right? To me, it's like, why would you want to know that, right? Don't you want to know like when you're going to be able to raise your hand over your head? But those are the important questions, and understanding your audience is really important, as you guys know. And you just can't do it in that, cold environment where all they're thinking about is, how much is parking? do you do you, val- do you
Validate.
do you validate? Right? That's all they're thinking, man. They're making sure you have no mustard stains on your shirt and making sure you validate. And that's it. They're just sizing you up. They're not there to get the information. But yeah. So that's what I've been doing, and it's been a lot of fun so far.
So where do you think we're heading? I mean,
Yeah.
Danny introduced me to you. Gosh, it's been almost 2 years now.
Yeah.
And in those 2 years, it's crazy how much has changed from DJ Carlos to now us. And Carlos was an avatar that was who was he? A SEMI?
Yeah.
And
We call them continuous
like,
medical educators. Yeah.
yeah. So he was like
A cartoon
he was
guy.
like he was like a Wii guy, like from a Wii Sports, and he would tell you the stuff that's within the and now he's been put to rest, and he's been taken out to pasture,
Yeah.
and now it's like a picture of me
Yeah.
and my voice,
Yeah.
and it's become like its own avatar, and it's me, and it's crazy.
Yeah.
So it's moving obviously very fast. So, like, where do you see this going? Because in the 2 years I've known you, it is infinitely better than I thought it would be.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
No,
what's
it's
2 years from now look like?
It's definitely accelerating, but one of the things to consider, I mean, so we're talking about process automation essentially, right? I mean, that's like, so what is all this? It's process automation, making things automatic as opposed to manual. When it comes to process automation, it's a sequence of events that happens, right? It's not one thing. It's A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and then that's the process. The process automation can only be good as the weakest link within that process. So I don't think you're going to see this amazing shift to autonomous doctors and, on and on. I mean, self-driving was introduced in 2004 and we're just getting going with it. And that's different because, the roads are known and the driving rules are known. So I don't think I think it's going to make, so I'll tell you, okay, let me restate that. What are my fears in 2 years? My fears are not that you're not going to have a job. My fear is that it's going to tell us how to do our job. The clinical decision support tool in your Epic is going to say, you shouldn't get an X-ray, but your gut tells you you should. And I call that the third eye in the room, like another opinion that we don't need. And I think that's going to contribute to more psychological distress for everyone in the environment, because all of a sudden you have this other thing that's telling you you should get that X-ray or you shouldn't. And what is your role and responsibility disclosing that to the patient? Like, do you say, I think you need an X-ray, but the AI told me no. What do you do?
Exactly.
And then predict the future, right? Like, so then you actually needed the X-ray, you didn't get it, and then fast forward and you were right, and the AI was like, who's responsible? And I think right now it's the doctor that's responsible.
No, I think it's always going to be the doctor. I mean, the question becomes, at what point, I mean, there has to be all kinds of disclosures and liabilities that Haya needs to be aware of, because somebody's going to be like, well, Bichet's avatar said that I would not get an infection. Well, no, I never said that. But at some point, what is the responsibility of let's call it the computer in all of this?
Yeah. So I think the way you have to frame this is, when you're talking about safety and ethics, they have to be hardwired within the architecture. Just like electricity, right? I mean, electricity is very dangerous, but it's hardwired to a transformer and to an outlet and a transistor and all that, so it becomes safe. You can't expect people to use this tool without the safety belts already in there, right? So the way we've designed it, and it's not sexy AI, it's, it doesn't generate answers. It only gives pre-approved answers that you agree with. And then if it doesn't know, it simply says, you know what? I don't know the answer to this question. So it comes from your content. It has a self-owned analytics component, meaning that you actually see the interactions, the questions asked and the questions answered, to create that safety layer. The way these generative tools work right now is that they will generate an answer. And even if you assume a 0.3% error rate at, hundreds of thousands of users, that's thousands of errors that are being made. And that is the Achilles heel for generative AI, is that it's a probabilistic model. It's not deterministic. It kind of guesses what you want very well, but it's not what you want exactly all the time. So we've layered in an architecture that allows for these safety layers, so it's not just spewing out answers without you knowing exactly what it's going to say. Yeah.
Go ahead. No, finish up.
As far as where we're going to be with this in the future, I think it's going to be, we're in early parts of this. I think it's going to be everywhere, and it's not going to be this sudden shift. It's just going to be a gradual infusion of these. And it's already happened. It's just people don't realize it.
I want the hologram. I want a hologram where I don't even have to go to clinic, and then the patient would just talk to the hologram.
And then we go operate.
I'm going to be doing surgery, right? I mean, that would be really efficient use of my time. I could help more people doing surgery, and then the avatar is just talking to the patient, at least for the pre-op visit.
Yeah. No, so, I mean, as it is, it can do that, right? It can be. So what do patients do when they come see you, right? They come on time usually, or they try to, right? Then they sit there for 25 minutes reading Life and Garden magazine or God knows what else, right? So we're actually using that downtime in clinics to educate patients on their conditions, but then beyond the visit too. So when they go home, they have that information they can share with family members and whatnot. Holograms are interesting, but they're very tricky because they have to do with the light environment. And people have tried it in the past. It's just never taken off.
Tupac was real. When Tupac came out of Coachella, that was pretty good.
Yeah. It's just not scalable, right? I mean, you want to do Tupac and it's just not, I mean, the high end stuff.
That probably took months and millions for a 4-minute set.
Yeah.
It's not something that can be on the fly. Yeah. And I think that this is what we're talking about. I think the workflows it's more going to be cerebral. I don't think we're at the point where it's going to be physical. Hey, Bobby, do you have that video I asked you to pull up? So can you see the video? Do you see your screen? Okay, we're going to pull it up if he comes on. Here we go. So I don't know if you saw this, but they programmed this robot to dance like Billie Jean.
It sucked.
Dude, check this thing out. It was the funniest thing. So I was this point. It gets better. Oh, there's the moonwalk. So, but you can tell it's get, and then he goes, oh, game over.
He's dead.
Game over.
Yeah, and then some people
And then
think
watch
that
how they take
robots
him
are
away.
going to do surgery. They can't even dance.
Watch how he gets taken away. Come with me. Come with me, punk. He just drags him off.
He's a little robot.
Yeah, but the point is like I just don't see
You're right.
the physical stuff getting removed that needs to be different. And what I mean by that is I could see a robot that's going to build a car, and that's been in play for a very long time. It stamps a hood or it does something like that. That's simple. It's one task. But when it needs to have multiple tasks that need thought in between, I just don't think it's like he fell down the stairs, had no idea what to do. He was like, I just give up.
Yeah.
And
So
if you have let's say you hit a bleeder, you don't have time to like go pick him
falls
up
on the floor.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I think surgery, look, manual tasks, high dexterity tasks, enjoyable jobs are safe. I would ask the question, have you guys seen the Amazon robot that's sorting packages on the Amazon line, right? So ask the Amazon employee if they enjoyed their job, right? I mean, that's a horrible job. But what if that employee who is now retrained is able to tune the robot, oil the robot, recharge the robot, pull it off stage when it's broken, right? So you're upskilling. Now, is there a plan to upskill? No, I don't see that happening, but that's the direction. You make the accountant the wealth manager. You can make the nurse practitioner as, well versed as potentially as the internist. Can you
that's
make?
what we were talking about, right? Because they have so much more knowledge at their fingertips that we didn't have.
That's right.
Yeah.
They do, but there are gaps too, right? I mean, you'll walk in the room and you go, uh-oh, this guy's having a heart attack. You didn't even know why you said that. You just look at the guy, you're like, oh, this doesn't look good. He's having a PE, right? But can humans do that? Not yet. Can computer vision can unexperienced humans do that? Yeah, unexperienced. I mean, can someone who's green do that? Not yet. It takes time. You have to make mistakes. Can computer vision potentially do that? Yes. But are we there yet? No. We need a ton more data. We need a ton more.
Well, I'll raise you this: you see somebody go down and clutch their chest or something like that. A child walks in the room. A child who's not a physician can probably say, "This isn't right."
Like in Godfather.
And so the point is like, unless you've trained a robot, because the robot is blank.
That's right.
Unless you train the robot to say, if you witness somebody fall down and clutch their chest, then go to this. It's like all the old stuff, at least I'm old enough, probably about your age, Holly, where, if this, then that. That's how you would write code.
That's right.
So a child doesn't have the child just knows that that doesn't look right.
Right. So, for robots, one of the things that's happening is they're creating simulations in virtual environments to make errors, right? And then having robots play with robots. It's got to be a world model that they learn from. And right now, these models are just text only from the internet, right? You need smell, you need sound, you need sight, you need all these other elements to come into the data set in order to train these robots. And vision is a big part of it. That's why the Tesla automobile is trained on vision only, mainly. But I think it's going to be a long time before we have enough data sets to be able to train them. And simulation is one way to speed that up, right? Create virtual environments to train the robot so it knows what things are. But we're far away.
So how far are we from? All right, so now we're talking about electric cars and gas cars, and they're like, oh, well, we're using up all these resources. At what point are we, because now everyone's like, oh my God, everything's heating up because of all the computers running AI and all this. So is it bullshit? Is it real? And if it's real, I mean, when is that going to be a topic during a political, debate about resources for AI, because it's taxing our world.
See, I think the tech industry's done a horrible job of explaining this. Remember 2 years ago, they said it's going to get smarter and smarter and better, right? Well, guess what? It's all convergence, right? So you could look at these models; they're all kind of coming to the same data point. The other thing that's happened is they continue to make mistakes. Now we're finding out it's not about the model; it's about the deployment of the architecture of the model, how you tell it what to do. Um, it is good. It's a hot topic. They've demonized. I mean, AI right now ranks somewhere between the Iran war and ICE as far as negative rating goes. It's like people are scared of it.
He
But
told me
the,
this
It,
last
I
week.
mean,
I thought it was
it is kind of scary. I was telling Sharif, like, I think like people are gonna lose their critical thinking. Like, I'm using AI for a lot of like little tasks now, like
Mhm,
the Claude and the
mhm,
email and a lot
mhm,
of little stupid things that waste time. But I'm
mhm.
losing. I feel like I'm gonna lose the ability to like write an email because I make it write
Hmm.
emails for me all the time.
Yeah,
Like if I
yeah,
actually need to sit there and like type it out, like I won't
yeah.
know how to talk.
Well, I think, the mature brain is probably protected. It's the developing brain that I'm more worried about, right? But that's already happened to a degree. Spell check is a form of, autocomplete essentially, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So kids don't know how to spell. They don't know how to read. I mean, literacy in the
they
United
don't know
States is,
punctuation.
they don't. And one of our
Oh,
proposals is this addressing this low health literacy crisis in the West. The average literacy rate's like sixth grade. We write everything in sixth grade literacy level. We present the videos because people are visual learners. What's wrong with visually learning? I mean,
you're gonna
at
figure out
one
how to
point,
read.
at one point we were visual learners in caves, I guess, right? We're drawing on caves now. So
Yeah.
you got to know how to read. I agree, but so I don't know. I mean, I think the scariest part is the fact that not having control over the machine, and that's what scares people. It's going to tell us what to do, and I guess to a degree, social media has already done that, right? You watch a
Yeah.
video and all of this. I mean, my wife sent me a video about this killer tick in Nantucket. I'm like, honey, why are you worried about a tick?
Yeah.
Like,
What do you think about robots in surgery? I
mm-hmm,
don't think we're gonna get a robotic hand surgeon, but the
mm-mm,
robot blew up with like knees and hips,
mm-hmm,
and like there's a lot of people who use the robot, and I use the robot for the shoulder, and it's good. You
mm-hmm,
can put the implant where you want it. It makes it tedious. There's less like you still need like the feel. Like I've done 2,000 shoulder replacements now, so I know what it's supposed to look like. So if the robot breaks, I don't even care. Like one time, yeah, the robot wasn't really doing it, and I just put it in how I wanted to put it in, and it came out great. But like, there's probably going to be some surgeons now that only know how to use the robot.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
So
Hmm.
what are they going to do when the robot's not exact and they have to do a total knee the old school way with chamfer cuts? Like are
mm-hmm,
they, there? Some of them I've heard that they've canceled cases because the
mm-hmm.
robot went down. I
Yeah,
don't know
yeah,
if that's because the patient wanted the robot, you
mm-hmm,
know, and
yeah,
that's a little scary too because it's a great training tool. We're gonna start training residents using the robot,
yeah,
but you got to know how to put it in. You got to know how to do the dissection. You got to know what it's supposed to look like without the robot.
yeah. That's a big struggle, and an analogy it as laparoscopic surgery, right? I mean, lap choles are now routine. Open choles are not done, and you can't train. There isn't enough open cases to train people, so that is a concern. Um, so depending on the machine is going to be problematic, and we're in the transition era, right? I mean, I trained. We'd still go to the metal shop and bend our own plates before the case the night before at the county hospital, right? So we trained in that era, but the newer minds are going to be dependent on that, and that's a huge problem. Having said that, how about the professor's role in all of this, right? You're the famous professor at the university. If you don't use robots, like who are they going to learn from? They're going to learn from the rep. They're not going to learn from you. They're like, I put it in this way. They're like, thank God, thank God you do it that way. The robot, not me, right? So that's a concern. I think fully autonomous robots are far away still. I mean, I know there's knee robots that can do the cuts autonomously. It can be demoralizing, right? I mean, we went into surgery because we like to do the manual work, and all of a sudden you press a button and have it do it. I don't think that's. I mean, I think the autonomous part is far away, but having tools that improve your functionality within the surgery, call it a robot or whatever, is needed. For instance, what if you had a drill bit that could sense the axillary nerve when it's close by within a 5 millimeter distance, right?
I'd like
And it
that. I'd
just
use that.
at a shut off, right? You never worry about plunging anymore, right? What if you had a dissection tool that would identify the plexus for you as you're dissecting using impedance technology? So the tools have to get more refined. They can't get in your, right now they're getting in your way anyways. Like you said, you're like, I'm done with you. I don't want to do the robot thing. I'm better. I'm just going to do it, right? So they got to get to a point where your gloves are smart as, you know,
I just
as
feel
the
like
robot.
people like me and Sharif who just knock out shoulder replacements. We teach people how to do it. We're gonna be a dying breed, like with this robot. Like, there's not gonna be anybody like us who can do it on their own, make all the decisions on their own. It's all like, even with the preoperative planning. Like, I plan 95% of my cases now,
Mhm,
and that's been huge because I have all the information. I know the size and stuff, but a lot of times it's sometimes wrong, and I got to
mhm,
make an audible. I'm like, hey, you know what? I actually had to use
mhm,
a bigger sphere this time, or a different
mhm,
stem. Like, and even the planning was wrong, right? And I had to make that decision intraoperatively,
mhm,
and I was confident because I've done it before. But
mhm.
like, if you've never done that before and you're just trusting the computers, I don't know. That's scary to me. I don't want to have surgery from a surgeon that only can do it with the computer.
But
Right.
we've already seen it.
Yeah,
We've already seen this. I mean,
it's already
I'm
happened.
teaching fellows and residents right now that have no idea how to tie a knot.
Yeah.
They have no idea. And so, I mean, well, because let's call it what it is.
Everything's knotless. Yeah.
Industry came out and said you don't need to know how to do this.
Hmm.
So over the last maybe decade,
Hmm.
that has become a lost art. Going back to what Ali was talking about, the open bank cart is a
Hmm.
lost art.
Hmm.
And these are things that still have a place. Why do you think we go to coffee shops? We have a robot at home. It makes your coffee. It's called a
Hmm.
Keurig. You
Hmm.
click the button, magically the stuff drops out. It's coffee, you drink it. But there's something nostalgic about watching a barista like put the foam in and do this and make it from when it was a second ago. Those were beans,
Hmm.
and now you're looking at the other end and you're drinking this, and it was 3, 4, 5 minutes.
Yeah.
That's the nostalgia in it.
Especially with that big ass $6,000 one that they have at the boutique
Exactly.
ones. That's
Yeah.
that coffee is delicious.
It's incredible, right? But that's the point. Is I think the sad part in all this is you're right that we're going to get to a point where our job is to babysit the robot.
Hmm.
It needs us. We still probably are doing the approaches, but then once you get to a certain critical step, if you're a spine surgeon, it's figuring out where the pedicle is and it's going to perfectly position it with the right length screw and dot, dot, dot. Okay. And our job now is to click the button to make sure it works. And if it doesn't, yes, we still have the ability to do it ourselves.
Yeah.
I think that's where we're going, but I don't know how far off that is.
No, I don't think it's in the immediate future, but I do think the new generation training will be used to that. But here's the thing. Do you guys remember library cards? I remember
Yeah.
going
Yes.
to the library,
Yeah.
Yeah.
finding
Take the thing
JBJS 1967, finding a copier, getting a photocopy of, right? Now it's whatever. It's right there, right?
But
So,
that's why, I mean, look, that's why I like AI. I use it. I work with your company. I don't want to be a boomer and like I'm this old guy. But you're right. We're in the transition mode. I still remember this, and now everything's new. So it is scary, and I don't. It's hard because you don't know like what to give up, what's worth giving up, and what to keep, right? But I don't want
yeah.
to keep. I don't want to lose anything. I like all the skills that I've had. But it's just it's a interesting time. I do think AI is going to help me do surgery more accurately for sure when they fix the robots get better. Maybe there's like a robotic assistant that would be huge, and I
That
don't
just
have to
holds
hire
your
anybody.
scope, right? I mean,
Yeah,
that's
just like
right
yeah,
there. Just holds the
yeah,
camera while you're doing a
yeah,
knee, right? I mean, that's the
yeah.
so like
Or
the
cut sutures for me, and then I don't have to hire as many people.
yeah. Well, it's not hiring as many people as it is. We're resource constrained. I mean,
Yeah,
would you rather do a case by yourself or have Sharif help you, right? I mean, like having an
yeah,
expert hand in there, you're just like having fun, right? So, but I know that it's going to change the field. I think it's going to be a slow progress. It's not going to be this shift like in like 3 years, all of a sudden everyone's out of a job. I think if you look at the timeline, it will be just a gradual, shift into this while the technology is getting better, but the adoption takes a while. I mean, the car came out in the late 1800s, but it was really till the 40s and 50s that cars were then mass produced and utilized. So it does take a while for this stuff to happen, and then you just got to break through the noise and try to understand what's real and what's not out there, because there's a lot of hype going
But
on.
what worries me with that is the ability to manipulate the resources towards it. So I live in Detroit. What is Detroit known for?
Cars.
Exactly. So all of our mass transit, once the cars started to hit the roads, the big three here made it very clear that they didn't want mass transit, because they wanted, instead of 50 people in a train car going to work, they wanted one person in one car going to work.
Hmm.
And that's what would make sales. And so they figured out a way to band together and essentially completely remove all the mass transit that we used to have trolleys, and we used to have all kinds of stuff. They're all gone.
See,
And
okay,
even
yeah.
a few years ago, they wanted to put it in, and they were going to put in a 25-mile train that starts all the way up, and we'll call it Pontiac, which is 25 miles north of the city, goes all the way down Woodward, which is the main street that goes all the way downtown. And they lobbied against it and got it shut down. It's crazy. And so
I think the worry comes is the horrible things always happen when you don't expect it from where you don't expect it. How about this? What if there was some magical injection that an internist can put in your shoulder that reversed all of the arthritic conditions in your shoulder,
That's
right?
coming. I think they have that in Germany.
Like, you see what I'm saying? That's like a leapfrog technology that all of a sudden makes. I can tell you, for instance, like knee arthroscopy, not as many patients really are seeking that. They rather get a PRP or they rather do therapy. For my practice, patients would come in and, for CMC arthritis, anything but to get an operation, right? And that's just, I saw that shift after COVID. Like, people were like, I like you, but nah, I could suffer some more with this, right? So there may be things coming from the left field we're not aware of that's going to really bypass a lot of the things we're doing. And one day they'll say, remember they used to put metal into people? Like, what was that all about, right?
I say
But
we inject super glue. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Well,
yeah.
I do want to ask you before you go. I don't want to take too much of your time, but so what do you think? Like, I've given talks on AI before, and what do you think for people who are kind of against it? Let's talk about like people in their mid 50s. They're kind of, they got another 15, 20 years left, like, and they don't want to use AI. Like, should we encourage them to use AI, get familiar with it? Like, what do you think?
Yeah.
Like, do you think that if they don't use AI, that they're going to be left behind?
Yeah, I think it's going to K like this, right? There's going to be people that are going to use it. They're going to get super good at it, and they're going to get intelligent. They're going to people that are going to be left behind. I can tell you, I mean, like, English is my second language. I'm not a great writer. I just am not. I'm good at sciences. I'm not good at writing. But AI helps me write much better. All of a sudden, it's leveled me up, and it makes it, you can read something I write and it makes sense. Um, as far as encouraging people, I think people will naturally either gravitate toward it or not, and it has to do with the level of risk mitigation in their brain. And I think some people are going to be early adopters, and there are other people that aren't. Having said that, I can tell you, like, within hand surgeons are the most conservative. I think if you look at orthopedics, like pediatrics maybe, but hand surgeons are very conservative as far as their approach. Right? They're always, very much like, you don't need technology, and oh, look at this X fix, I made it out of paper clips in my right.
Rubber bands and paper
Rubber
clips.
bands, like, they're proud of that, right? So, but even hand surgeons are adopting it for their knowledge base and whatnot. Patients are using it as well, and people are not maybe admitting it. The fear is that patient that comes in and says, ChatGPT told me I have this, and you're sitting there going,
That's exactly what they say.
Yeah, but if they're right, I like it because I'm like, oh, actually, you do have that.
well, what if you could cut them off at the pass, and then they get your information before, and they're like, oh, I read your thing, and your thing says this, and da 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 da. Get them to think a little bit. We have to. Okay, so doctors are teachers. The definition of a doctor is a teacher. for centuries, we've been the village shaman. And what I mean by that is people come to us because we have the knowledge base. I trust you, Dr. Acevedo, right? Now, if we lose that control, then we're in trouble. And we're starting to lose that a little bit because COVID happened, the distrust happened, this whole thing with the vaccine, and now patients are like, what do you know, right? You don't spend 24/7 with me. You're spending 6 minutes with me. And what do you know about my shoulder pain or my knee pain or whatever else?
And the guy at my gym told me I could have peptides and I'd be fine.
Yeah, exactly. And the guy at my gym, dude, I mean, that whole
But the
med spa.
peptide people are the anti-vax people. It's crazy.
Yes, that's exactly right. The people who are like anti-vax are the same ones that are like, I'll put this unresearched stuff in my body, no problem.
Yeah, it's crazy. Okay, that's another conversation.
Sorry.
I also think some of this, again, I think people's overall, it's
We
raining.
probably made you lose your thoughts. Sorry.
No, it's raining. It just started raining in LA on June, which is
June
interesting.
gloom, man. That's why it's
June
gloomy
gloom.
today.
No, these are raindrops, man. Anyway, I I think that people are genetically tuned to be driven toward risk or away from risk, and we're on a spectrum. And depends where you're catching them on a particular topic. Some people are very risk averse when it comes to things, and others aren't. And that comes out in our politics. It comes out in our decision making. It comes out in a lot of other things. I mean, do you think if you genetically tested the founding fathers, you'd find a bunch of genetics that match, a risk profile that's different than people who stayed back in in Europe at the time? Maybe. So some of this is just beyond our, brains. It's kind of hardwired and we don't realize it.
Oh man,
I
well,
should-
thanks for coming on, Ali. It was a great conversation. My mind's spinning.
Yeah.
I'm glad. Keep doing what you're doing. I'm excited to see
Well-
what comes out of High Tech. It's been great working with you, and I'm excited.
Yeah, no,
we
thank
love-
you guys.
We love being your ambassadors and showing off some of the cool stuff that you got coming. And I know this is just the tip of the iceberg. So
Yeah, we're just
excited
getting
to have
started.
crossed paths, and thanks for coming on, and can't wait to see what's next.
Love your podcast, man. You guys are doing great. You're my stress relief. And now it's funny. I listen to I'm running out of episodes. Like, what the hell, guys?
We have
'cause
almost
I always
100.
complain I'm too busy, and these guys are like, "Get on the show."
I
Well,
know, because half the stuff Danny says when he's bitching about not wanting to do it because he's too busy would be a great episode.
Uh-huh. Yeah, no, Danny, sorry about your dogs and on and on, man. Having a grand mal seizure and everything else, man.
Yeah. Oh,
See, he's just showing off
speaking of
now that he
Speaking
listens.
of that,
Uh-huh.
for you, my
course.
dog just had surgery on his eyes. It went fine. I go to the vet, and he hands me this paper with all the post-op instructions, and I immediately thought of you.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, Ali needs to get into the vet space because
We actually are.
I need
Yeah.
help.
We actually are. We're connecting with. I can't name the corporation, but yeah, no, we're working. One of our investors is a huge dog person, and we're actually talking to veterinarians, and both on the consent side, because that's the other part we do. We actually use this technology to consent patients, but yeah, but also on the education side. So yeah, that's been on our radar for a while, and we're
Oh
gonna
man,
do it.
there
Yeah,
we go.
I
I'm telling
love
you,
it.
man. It's like,
All right.
yeah, things that matter, right? Things that make the world at least a little bit better for everybody, not a lot worse. So yeah.
Well, we
All
love
right,
it.
man. You take it easy. Enjoy.
All right, I'm going to
see
get
you
my
soon,
umbrella,
Alan.
guys. Thanks so much.
Okay,
Yeah.
bye.
Yeah. Great talking to you.
How
I
soon
don't know.
before?
I'm fascinated, man. I don't know. AI is scary. I saw this movie. It's called what is it called? It's called something. Have fun, don't die. Something like that. It was like on Apple TV. So this guy travels back in time. And what he's trying to do is he's trying to insert this USB drive into the computer of the guy who created AI because it destroyed the world. And so that scared the shit out of me because those are the kind of things I think about. But like he said, man, I mean, man, if I had a little video, how my post-op dog recovery, that'd be huge. Just things to make life easier, like write
Yeah.
emails and stuff. It's been good.
I think this is all process-based stuff. I think it's workflow and making sure that things move efficiently. I think AI does a great job. What terrifies me is you're starting to see some of these fictional things that happened years ago coming to light. And so you're like, shit, is Terminator real? You know what I mean? And so it's like, I don't think we'll see that, but the next generation's like, what does that look like? I mean, how much of the world is robotic and AI driven? And I mean, do we need cars because these things take us around? I just saw that Waymo one video the other day where there's like 43 in one like cul-de-sac and had no idea what to do.
They're so weird. I see they're all over LA. I haven't been in one yet. I'm kind of
fuck
freaked out
that.
about it.
I mean, I don't know. That's just me right now.
My sister-in-law takes them all the time. She in Culver City. She said they're safe.
Oh, I don't doubt they're safe until they like don't know what to do.
Or what if can they be hacked, right? Like, I don't want to be in one and then it gets hacked and then it's like one of those Black Mirror episodes and then it runs me into a wall because like haters gonna hate and they like wanted the Cuff Daddy out.
Wasn't that in one of the Fast and the Furious movies where like all the cars like were magnetized and they started like falling out of like garages?
Dude, I don't know. I think I've only seen like 4. There's like 9 or something.
I think they're on 11 or 10.
Dude, there's too many.
I don't know.
There's too many.
We digress.
Anyways, thanks for tuning in, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed that episode. More to come. Don't worry, I'm not going to quit. I love this podcast. I like hanging out with Sharif. See you later.
I love Danny, period. End of story. Full stop. And Bobby. Find us where you find your social. Goodbye.
Peace.
We part at night, like dark by day. Got stories you can't build, but you hear them anyway. Short King Cuff, but he's built like a tank. Pharaoh got the man bum with the wisdom in the bank. This ain't CME, it's a mic and a mission. We fuck around and somehow you listen.